Hi everyone, welcome back to Math 245. We've been talking about various probabilities, and today we are going to talk about more probabilities. In this lesson 40, there are two lessons today, 40 and 41, we are talking about the probability of a union. So we saw unions a few lessons back in terms of set and sets notations. So here is how we calculate the probability of the union of two events. Remember, if I have a union of two things, that means everything in one of the sets or everything in the other set. So it's kind of like both of them together, right? So the probability of the union of two events, E and F, can be calculated by using this formula. P of the union of E of F is equal to the probability of E plus the probability of F minus the probability of E intersected with F. So we add the two probabilities together, and then we have to subtract off any overlap between our two sections. That way we don't overcount either one of the sets. So if a card is drawn from a standard deck, we want to find the probability of drawing a spade or drawing a 10. So I'm going to define E as drawing a spade. And I'm going to define F as drawing a 10. So what is the probability of drawing a spade? Well, this is 1/4. Right, there are four suits, and so drawing a spade is 1/4. And drawing a 10, well, this is 1/13. Since I have 13 different possibilities for card number, this is 1/13. What about drawing a 10 of spades? So E intersect F would be drawing a spade and a 10, or the 10 of spades. What is the probability of drawing the 10 of spades? Well, there's only one of them, and I have 52 cards, so it's 1/52. So if I were to have just added this 1/4 and this 1/13, that would have counted the 10 of spades twice. It would have counted once in E and once in F. That's why I have to subtract off their intersection. That way it only gets counted once. So the probability of drawing a spade or drawing a 10 is 1/4 minus 1/13, plus 1/13 minus 1/52. If I convert all of my denominators here to 52, this is 13/52 plus 4/52 minus 1/52, and this is equal to 16/52. So the probability of drawing a spade or a 10 is 16/52. Next time you're playing cards with your friends, guys, think of all of the probabilities that you can do. You will totally impress your friends. Be like, hey, I think, yeah, I'm going to go for the card because I know the probability is pretty high. Anyway, you'll be the favorite person at the party, I promise. All right, let's do another example. Given this spinner, what is the probability of spinning red or spinning B? So we have this wheel here. So I'm going to define E as spinning red, and I'm going to define F as spinning a B. So what are the chances of spinning red? Well, there are 6 equal sections, and only one of them is red. So the probability of spinning red is 1/6. What about the probability of spinning a B? Well, there are 2 B's here, so this will be 2 out of 6. What about E intersect F, spinning a red and B at the same time? So spinning a red B. Well, how many red B's are there? There is 1, so this is 1/6. 1/6. So the probability of spinning a red or spinning a bee is 1/6 plus 2/6 minus 1/6 or 2/6. In this case, spinning a red bee was the only way that we could spin a red, so that's why those 1/6 canceled out with each other. That way we didn't overcount the red bee. All right, we have one more. In a certain Math 245 class of 98 students, 51 students are taking a chemistry course, 36 are taking a stats course, and 11 are taking both chemistry and stats. What is the probability a randomly selected student is taking chemistry or statistics? So I'm going to define the event E as taking chemistry. And I'll define F as taking stats. So what is the probability that somebody is taking chemistry? Well, there are 51 students taking chemistry out of 98. What about taking stats? There are 36 of those out of 98. And what about E intersect F, taking chemistry and stats? Well, there are 11 students taking both of them. So the probability that somebody is taking chemistry or statistics is 51 over 98 plus 36 over 98 minus 11 over 98. If I didn't subtract off that 11 over 98, then I would be overcounting the people who are taking chemistry and stats, because they would count for this one and for this one. So this is 51 plus 36 minus 11 is equal to 76. So your chances of either taking stats or chemistry is pretty high, 76 out of 98. I wonder if you guys are taking chemistry or stats. All right, so this is the probability of a union. Hopefully this made sense to you. If not, I'd love to see you in our Zoom meeting today. Go on and hop over to lesson 41. I'll see you there.